Yo, welcome back. Remember me? It's your boy King Hooley, and this is Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. You know the vibes. You know who I'm with. The homie. Hollow Points in the building. What's up, my boy?
What is up?
Yo, it's been a long time.
Shouldn't have left you.
Without a
dope beat to step to. You know what I mean? My bad.
But we're back here, bro. We're back here, man. We're back here in the saddle, man. What's been going on, homie?
A lot, man. A lot of sports, a lot of stories. Mm-hmm. Just a lot of life, you know. Just a lot of things.
Oh, sure. Things. Anything new in yours that's going on?
Oh, plenty, new and exciting. You know, as it gets warmer, you know, we start scheduling stuff. We're going into talks about the summer. What we're gonna do in the summer. We got our first family project starting tomorrow. We got to do some spring cleaning. So I'm really looking forward to that.
No, you know.
Right on. Yeah, I'm ecstatic. But yeah, no, other than that, man, just family stuff, man. Just trying to keep everybody healthy, just keep everybody breathing and above ground, you know. Shout out to the fam, you know. That's about it.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Spending some time QT with the fam, you know.
Yeah. Basically much of the same stuff over here, dude. Brandon and Bryce started T-ball, which is
they did.
Hilarious.
It's some good times, man.
Which is great, but like it's really bringing me back to those days of playing, you know, say baseball as you know, in my youth, being around the park, smelling the dirt, you know, say feeling the grass, hitting all the kids, you know, saying a laugh, listen to all the parents yell at the umpire, yell at the coaches, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's baseball season. So like, you know, now my sons are old enough to be able to play. Brandon, his first game, he did really well, man. They gave him the game ball. He's playing T-ball, so like, you know, he's off the ball, he fielded balls pretty well. Instead of throwing the first base, he's been running and putting it back on the tee for the umpire. So I guess that works out. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's leading the league in doing that.
Yeah.
So
leading the league in niceties, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. He's leading the league in that. Yeah. So you know, I'm very proud of him. Bryce is doing good so far. You know, so he realized he don't like to wear batting helmets.
He threw that thing off in a hurry, didn't he? He put it
really
get this shit on me.
Yeah, he threw it off really quick. So yeah. Other than that, man, that's about it. I went to the Kings and Rangers game at Crypto the other night, Wednesday night.
Oh yeah,
I saw
fun. That. Yeah, that's dope.
That was really fun. Met a lot of cool people out there. Of course, I talked about the podcast. I forgot who they were because you know I had a couple of those $52 for 2 beers at Crypto. Hard pass. I would never ever drink at Crypto again. Two beers, $52. I will be pre-gaming in the parking lots from now on.
Absolutely.
I will not be. I will not take any. No, sir. Ain't happening.
You know, these prices nowadays force you to do nefarious shit. You know what I mean? Like they don't want you to come in and have a good time. They want you to be out there and tailgate and sneak shit in. They want you to do all that stuff because if they wouldn't charge you high prices if they did.
Exactly.
There's no way in my heart I could sell someone a hot dog for $12.
That's, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand how they were like, oh, $52. I was like,
right. Or with your whole face.
No, I said 2 beers.
Yeah. You thought I said like a couple cases.
You thought I said, no.
2 beers.
No. I said 2 beers, $52 at
one beer, 2 beer.
Yeah.
$52.
$52. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, so I would not be drinking at Crypto anymore. In the parking lot, yes. Parking lot for sure.
Is the meaning of life at the bottom of these motherfuckers?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Bless America.
Hey, shout out to Eric, man. Appreciate you tuning in. He's one of our A1s from day ones. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, my boy.
Always.
Always ignorant, but he always checks in with us, and we always appreciate you, my boy. So thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's basically what's been going on with me, man. that shit, you know, baseball and hockey right now. So it's been real cool.
I've always wanted to go to a hockey game. I think that's one of those things that's kind of still on the bucket list. I think it's a way better live game for me than it would
is. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've been to several hockey games before, but like this one was pretty cool to go to crypto, so it was cool. And I went out with my shout out to my boy Reyes, so I went with him, and it was his very first hockey game ever going to, and I forgot to tell him how like it, you know, it's kind of cold going in them in the type of arenas, obviously because of the ice or whatever. Yeah, he just wore a t-shirt and shorts. Froze for a little bit, but you know what I'm saying, those $52 beers, I guess they did a job and kept him warm.
I guess, man. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. That's insane.
Eric says he's getting ready to watch Auburn kick some ass tonight.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. We both looking forward to that, gangster. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. And this is why Hollow Point, he stressed the point that we need to get on and get on the show really fast, expeditiously, as T.I. would say.
And in a hurry.
He can get there. He can watch that. So without any further ado, welcome you guys back to another episode of Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. I am King Cooler. I'm here with the homie Hollow Point, and we got a pretty decent show we're gonna talk about. Obviously, we brought up the Auburn. It was Auburn and whoever they're playing today.
Michigan.
Don't matter. God bless you. Auburn and Michigan today. So we're gonna talk about some Sweet 16 matchups. The Sweet 16 matchups. Obviously, some Elite Eight matchups that are taking place tomorrow. Big one, Duke and Alabama. A lot of people talking about that one. We're gonna talk about opening day. It's probably which has been swept under the rug because we're big baseball fans. Obviously, you see the Yankees. So the vibes. It's opening day, so we're going to talk about we're going to give our 2 early predictions for division winners. We're not going to go into the playoffs and then just division winners. Oh my god, I don't know why you showing toilet paper right now. And I think that's pretty gross, and you're probably going to get our video demonetized. Way to go, Hollow Point, putting up shit paper up there.
I apologize for nothing. I apologize.
We're going to talk about that. Is the NBA playoff pushes with the NBA? So we're going to talk about that, as well as the LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith hot goss, hot drama, whatever's going to happen. I think they should just fight, right? Think they should just fight?
I think they should, but they're both girls, so it's not going to ever happen. You know what I mean?
All right, but this is the point of the show where I kick it over to Hollow Point, and he lets you know where to find us on the social. So Hollow Point, what do you think?
I was not ready. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And thanks everybody for once again joining us for the live version of the Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. You could be anywhere in the world. You here with us, and we definitely appreciate you. For you to find us on our socials, we're everywhere on the socials. We're on Instagram, we're on the Facebook, we're on the Facebook page. We have our X, formerly known as Twitter. We also have our TikTok, All Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. That was my son back there. He can message him too if you need to. But we're all we're all over the socials. So hit us up. Let us know what you think about the show. Hit us up with some things you want to hear about on the topics. So just let us know. And anything, we always answer and we always respond. So once again, that's the Facebook, that's the Instagram, the YouTube. Don't forget the YouTube. That's especially like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that stuff. And definitely hit us on the Twitter, X on Twitter, as well as the TikTok. Back to you.
For sure. Just for those of you we are also live on Instagram. So
yes, sir.
If you're on Instagram, we can't read your comments.
No.
I probably can if I keep my phone up right here, but I probably should do that. Just in case. So I'm able to read your comments live on the show. But appreciate you tuning in on Instagram if you're watching us on Instagram. But let's get into the show, man. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. It is a March Madness.
Yes, sir.
It is March Madness right now. We are in the Sweet 16. A few games that took place last night. Duke and Arizona being one of them was a pretty good game. Sweet 16. We have a couple games tonight, and a couple games left. Well, there's a couple games that started right now. I think it was Tennessee and Kentucky are on right now.
Yeah, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Ole Miss and Michigan State are on right now.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And so and then tonight we have a big one, Auburn and Michigan. What do you think about this game? Obviously, because this is something you want to check out.
As my man Clubber Lang once said, and Rocket 3, prediction, pain. It's go. I mean, I think we're sitting at 8.5 right now, and I'm picking the over. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I applaud Michigan's efforts up to this point, but it's now time for the grown folks to play. So we appreciate your efforts and your accomplishments leading up to the Sweet 16. I hope you had a good parade, but now it's time to get your homework done and finish out your semester and go ahead and get them finals underway. So you ain't playing basketball no more.
You don't have basketball.
Nah, you don't have that on your plate.
Worry about it anymore, right?
Nah,
okay,
you're good.
Cool.
You're good. Give me Auburn by 15.
Eric says Auburn 85, Michigan 68.
Yeah, he with me. He understands. He understands it.
I'm gonna say Auburn by. I'm not gonna say give it a specific score, but Auburn by a lot. They're a really good team.
They are.
Auburn's a really good team. They run the floor really well. Rebounding is good. The interior defense is pretty, is outstanding too. So like
what I love is their length on the wings, right? And then they all can shoot, right? Most of them. They all can shoot. They're all really good at free throw shooting. Like Broome is probably the only one that's kind of shaky, but everybody else is like a 75, 80%, even higher free throw shooter, which is like really important when it comes to down in the clutch, when completing your and ones or things like that, when it comes down to a 1 or 2 point game and you're hitting your free throw. So that's always a plus for me. And their interior is not like Broome's defensive interior, rim protecting, things like that. They have a really good squad, man. It's probably one of the first ones, even when they made the Final Four a few years ago. I think this team is better than that team. So I think I got real high expectations for this one. I mean, hopefully it turns out. The world's not really giving them a chance. They think the other teams are way better, but it's all good.
Okay.
That's what makes me a fan.
I know. I don't know what to say, man. Michigan, I don't think I've seen enough from them to show me at any point where they would be able to stand up to Auburn.
Nope.
What I do hope is they don't. I hope they go out swinging. I hate to see a team like saying just get blown out and just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? So like at least keep your have some type of self-respect. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Respect the name on the jersey. You know what I'm saying? Michigan is very basketball prestigious. Traditionally, they're a basketball school. They're really good. So like keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Play for that name because you're probably not going to win this game for sure. You're not gonna win this game.
Just go out and fight.
Just go out with a fight.
Fight. Hey, all you Michigan fans, good luck and good game.
Good luck and good game. The next game, Purdue and Houston. The game's only 10 o'clock. Oh my god.
Yeah, they lucky it's a Friday night, man, or I'm probably gonna be asleep on the couch. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm done watching the Auburn, my goal is about 3/4 of the way done with the Auburn game. Now the game be in the books, I can just go ahead and kind of power it down. But if I'm watching that game, this game will be the end of the night, and I'm just like, I don't know. Hopefully Houston has it in the bag, but Purdue's tough, man. I don't want to give them. I don't want to discredit them. They played tough all year, and to get to this spot, it's not. They didn't have an easy road per se. They played tough to get there, but I think Houston for this game is on another level. I think they got so much going on for them in terms of scoring, man. I think they are a nightmare to defend. So it's gonna come down to 3-point shooting, I think, and who's on and who's not.
And you taking Houston in this?
Definitely taking Houston. Purdue's going home.
Man, I think in my bracket I had this matchup for the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
And as much as I wanted to take Houston, I feel like this will be Purdue will be that one team that will be like a shocker in the Elite Eight.
Okay.
So Purdue would be that one team that will upset somebody in the
like the first number one to go down would be because
yeah. So I'm thinking I'm taking Purdue in this game.
Do you think it'll be because of
behind it? Because all logic goes out the window when you do these brackets and shit.
True story.
But I'm just following my bracket. With
shout out to my wife who used mascots. So
really,
it didn't work. It didn't work out. But
it didn't work out. Okay.
She used all mascots. It was usually like the Volunteers versus the Mountaineers. It usually ends up that way. Because
who is in the fight?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're sitting there doing it, and shout out to everybody who jumped into the Truth Be Told Sports podcast brackets. Man, we had a bunch of entries. So shout out to everybody who jumped in there. Right now, I think JB's in the lead. Which is the bane of my existence because he wins all of my things.
Oh my god! Well, he can't. He's not invited no more.
Yeah, we're definitely uninviting him for the rest. So
he's not invited anymore.
Yeah. I'm inviting people that I think I'm gonna beat. If you're gonna beat me, I'm never inviting you again. I don't play.
Right. Because this is my bracket.
And, it's my bracket, right? You're just here for a
come to my bracket and do what you want.
So, but no, he's winning. But he picked Florida to win. So as much as he's trying to win because he's a Kentucky fan. So it's sort of surprising that he would pick Florida. So he's really trying to win. Because
because I guess like not a lot of people picking Florida. Where are people picking Florida? I think in that bracket, a lot of people pick Duke, and a lot of people pick a lot of people pick Auburn. I saw Auburn a lot.
Florida a couple times. Auburn and Duke. Florida had like 3.
Yeah,
3 or 4. But yeah, it's
both my brackets.
Only one pick Houston.
That's crazy. If Houston wins it,
right, they're gonna win. They're walking away with it.
Yeah, shout out to my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up. But no,
speaking of Florida,
go ahead.
Speaking of Florida plays in an Elite 8 matchup against Texas Tech tomorrow. What are you thinking in this one?
They're gonna steamroll them, man. Florida is they got everything cooking. They got the big dude got hurt for a little bit, but they kind of nursed him back into it, and they got height on everywhere, and they got athletes on every position, and everybody can shoot. Everybody can shoot, and they're dangerous especially on defense, man, because they play on a string. Like their defense, they're a nightmare. It looks like sometimes literally they have 7 people on the floor because their hands are always in the zone. It's like you got to earn everything you get, and usually they start forcing people to do things they don't want to do. So I think Florida's going to come out on that one. Shout out to Texas Tech though. I did a video about them earlier, man. They came back from down. They were down like 20 against Arkansas to force a OT, and then they pulled it out in OT. So yeah, if anything, they have to hang their hat on that. They got to the Elite 8, so that's cool. So shout out to them.
Shout out to them for sure.
Yeah, that's about it though.
I think, man. I'm taking Florida in this. Like you said, they steamroll. Yeah. They look really good, and I think I kind of overlooked them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Going into the tournament, watched a little bit of them in the SEC tournament, and just because Auburn wasn't there, just felt like that's the only reason they won it because Auburn wasn't there. And so I really, you know what I'm saying? Not really. I don't want to say I don't want to respect them, but they do look good. I watched one game and I was like, wow, they are impressive.
Yeah, they're impressive.
In that final, they deserve to win it. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Against Texas Tech, I think they're gonna roll against them and move on to the Final Four, which I have them in one of my brackets of the Final Four. For sure. The next game. Number 2, Alabama versus number 1, Duke. A lot of people talking about this game. What do you think about it?
I wish they would both lose, but whatever. I think Duke's going to win. Duke's, and just what I said about Florida is the same thing I'm saying
about Duke.
But better because Cooper Flagg's a nightmare, and like he's good at everything, and he's unselfish. So it's like it's like watching LeBron, but with an actual move set. So it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a crossover, he got a step back, he has a step through, and he can dish, and he rebounds, and he blocks shots,
and he blocks shots.
So
and he's great. Yeah,
he gets everybody involved, and it's like everybody loves to play with him because they know they're going to get something. Like you can tell he loves playing with it, and that's why he's considering coming back because he loves playing with that team, and you could tell just how well oiled they are when he's out there. You know what I mean? So, because they're throwing alleys, they're hitting all of their shots seem more wide open when he's out there.
When he's exactly when he's on the floor, he definitely commands like a presence when he's out there. Because they were saying because you can't it's weird because you can't stop him. You said you mentioned LeBron James, and that's what it kind of reminds me of coming down the court. He's either gonna, if you try to collapse on him, put two people, and he's gonna dish it. He's gonna throw that little lob to the I can't think of the kid's name. He's gonna throw the little lob to number 9. He's gonna kick it out to Proctor. Proctor will hit a shot. You know, say he'll kick it out to number 7. Do number 7. You know what I'm saying? He would kill it. You know what I'm saying? Or he's just gonna take that shit straight to the rack and dunk on both of his people. You know what I'm saying? Remember when he did that kid against for Pitt?
I don't think anybody ever forget that. He dunked on his whole family right then.
Yeah,
his whole gene pool. Can't ever play basketball.
He dunked on everybody, but you know, just with Cooper Flag, he's amazing. He's an amazing player. And then Alabama, I don't want to hate them because it's Alabama, right? I want to be as fair as I possibly can, but like they rely too much on the 3-pointer. They set the record, you know, say this past game with 3-pointers, and that's what everybody harps on. But there's been plenty of times where you see Alabama when they lose, it's because they're not hitting the 3. I've seen them go 3 for 36.
What bothers me about their team is they do it to spite themselves almost. Sometimes when they're not on, they'll just keep shooting
like it's eventually like you're gonna start hitting.
It'll go in eventually. Just keep doing.
Yeah, exactly. But the problem with that, right? Basketball is a timed game. That's the only problem with that. Basketball is a time game. There's a time limit to it. You only have 40 minutes. So if you keep missing 3-pointers,
you're losing possessions.
You're losing possessions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's not points that are being on it. Then you go back down and you're letting them score.
Right.
You're gonna lose that game.
My problem with it is they have 2 bona fide post players who are leapers, and you can literally go in, crash the defense, and lob it off to them at any point in the game. Like they have 2 guys down low that rebound and can put the ball in the bucket. So it's like, why aren't we more working inside out as opposed to working outside in? Like throwing up shots from the outside is cool, but it totally eliminates your big men because long shots equal long rebounds. Right. So it's like once the ball goes up, anybody has a chance at it, not just the guys around the rim. So that's kind of like the only drawback from Alabama is they're inconsistent with their shooting. When they're hot, they're hot.
Yeah.
I'll take that, but I'll take you one further. When Sears is hot, that's when they're good. Yeah. When Sears isn't hot, they struggle. So Holloway, the other guard, my cousin, but Sears, he's the main catalyst of their game. If he goes well, then they do okay. If he doesn't do well, cancel it because he would be like Cooper Flag is to Duke almost, except Duke has more good players. All right, that was petty. I'm sorry.
It's not petty. It's not petty. It's not petty if it's the truth.
I think Duke has a lot of great players, man, and like that's the more scary part is even when Flag is on the bench, they have enough firepower in their arsenal to still keep the train rolling.
Right. Yeah, and I saw that in that game. It was like the conference semifinal against North Carolina.
Yep.
Because without Cooper Flag. I will admit this: without Cooper Flag, Duke has a hard time closing out games.
Yes.
Have a very hard time closing out games because, like that, the semifinal, the conference final against North Carolina, they were up by 20. And I think it was at the most like 25, but they let North Carolina fight back. And if you didn't see what happened at the end of that game, pretty much North Carolina gave the game away with the lane violation.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only reason Duke won that. But they have to be able to close out the game without Cooper Flagg. But the unfortunate part for Alabama, Cooper Flagg is playing. So good luck.
Sorry.
Everybody want to talk shit to me. But good luck. Alabama's going down tomorrow. I wish Horace was here because
you know he got something for you.
I know he's gonna have something to say to me. But Alabama's going down tomorrow.
Yeah.
Know what yesterday was?
Opening day.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Probably one of the best days of sports, period. You know what I'm saying? I talked about being with Little League, smelling the dirt, feeling the grass,
put me in, coach.
Air, being outside. My Yankees opened up against the Brewers. Yeah. Shout out to Austin Wells, leading, being the first catcher to, lead off a home run for the season. So shout out to them. They look really well. I got high, as always. I have high expectations for the Yankees because it's always with us is World Series a bust. So if we don't win the World Series, it's a failed season. So I have high expectations this season for sure. I think we will. I think we'll get back there. Get back to. I think I'm just gonna say, and I say get back to the World Series. I don't want to go that far right now, but I think we'll have a lot. Probably even better than last year. There were some areas we improved in.
Fifth inning defense. That's the first thing come out of my mind. Just if we can fix that, that'd be great. I'm sorry. That's it. That's all. We're gonna put the past behind us. We're gonna put the past behind us.
Yeah, right. And right when you say that, it was nice to bring out the World Series trophies in the drop top.
He did, didn't he? Yeah. Hey, that blue was legit, man. I liked it on that car. That was crazy.
Man, you guys. That's fine. That's fine. Just being a Yankees fan, living in the LA greater area is
sickening. Yeah, I know.
It's pretty sickening.
Yeah.
Yep. But whatever. I still love you guys.
It's all right.
I still love you guys. Don't worry about it. I still love you guys. But that get back's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be epic, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be epic. That get back's gonna be epic. Anyway, what was your take on opening day, man?
I love it, man. As a grown man, my O's beat the tar out of the Blue Jays. Every time you look, the ball was going out of the park. So I had
at one point I was looking at that, checking out that game, and I was like, do the Blue Jays realize this is
no
for real?
They didn't know. They didn't know.
They think it was like an extra spring training game.
By the time they looked up, it was too late. It was already It was like 9-2. And then I think Rutschman got up again and
smack. I'm like, oh.
Shout out to Santander, who's on the Blue Jays now. Oh, that was a bad decision.
Oh, yeah. How do you feel when
hey, I'm glad he got his money, man. But
how do you feel when someone goes to another team?
It is.
Would you want to keep him? Would you rather he stayed in Baltimore?
I liked him. Yeah. I liked him. He was a clutch hitter. Anytime you needed a clutch hit, he gave it to you. So I would have had no problem if he stayed. But I'm all about people getting what they deserve and what they owe. And I know the O's have a different plan than paying him. I don't think he was a priority. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad he got his money. I wish we could have figured out a way to keep him. Yeah. But it is what it is, a business, man. So
same thing. I feel about the same way as with Juan Soto. At first, I was kind of bummed, man, let's run it back at least, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But losing out on him meant we got some really good pieces. Max Fried, Cody Bellinger, just to name a couple.
Yeah, you didn't do too bad.
Yes, we didn't. I feel like we kind of improved a little bit.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
No, we stopped making people cut off their beards, so I don't know if that's an improvement or not. But whatever, we'll see.
Yeah, they stopped that.
That's what I'm saying.
They stopped that. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's going to be different.
It's cool, I guess. Like they've been doing it in MLB The Show. You know, you get traded, they don't take off the beard. So so I guess I'm kind of used to that. But whatever, it's cool. I don't know if it was, was it? Do you think it was a silly rule?
Of course, it was silly, but it was the Yankees thing, and like it was like a selling point, and it's something that the fans could like hold on to as their thing. You know what I mean? You're not a real Yankee if you're not cutting your beard off or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you ain't looking clean coming into it, looking like a real ball player, then you're not a true Yankee. So it's just one of them things.
Devin Williams, he cut his beard like during spring training. Like right after he got signed, and then they lift that. I bet he was pretty pissed off.
Oh no!
Yeah, they picked him up. We had him from the Brewers. We got him from the Brewers.
Tell him to cry in his $1 million tear, in $1 million worth of tears. I ain't
He'll grow back.
Yeah, he'll grow back.
He'll grow back. You all right? I mean, it's already back. Because they saw him on the mound with the
whatever.
Beard, and I don't know. It's like watching MLB The Show. kind of like watching MLB The Show.
Yeah.
When you play like 2 or 3 years into it. So of course, baseball's back. It's time. Let's give our 2 early division winners.
That's what we do.
We'll start with the AL East because that's the division I guess we were both in. Of course, you guys know I'm taking the New York Yankees. A lot of reasons I just said, picking up Max Fried, picking up Cody Bellinger, picking up Devin Williams. I think that losing out on Juan Soto was probably like a blessing in disguise for us. So, I feel like it really, really improved our team than we were last year. The pitching has definitely been improved. I think there's nothing that's going to stop us from taking the AL East. But of course, you're gonna say.
We might have a little bit to say, but here's what we can both agree on: the Blue Jays are gonna suck. We can say that, right?
The Red Sox
Rays
are gonna suck. Yeah. Red Sox are gonna trash.
Mediocre at best, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be between the Yanks and the O's. So I think if the O's can get the pitching together, the rotation is looking pretty decent right now because we're putting up a goose egg on the Blue Jays again. So if we could just play them every game, but
we got to get some of that too.
Yeah, you're gonna get some of that too. We get 18 of them things. I love this. I'm gonna love this season. Anyway, but I think there's a lot of ifs involved. Like if I'm using my logic brain, I'm gonna say, the Yankees are tough. They're probably gonna win the division. But I'm not using my logic brain today because we're picking way too early. So give me the Baltimore Orioles for the win.
Okay, right on. Baltimore Orioles. Right on.
Right.
I get you.
That's right.
I get you. It makes sense. And honestly, they're pretty scary. Watching what they did.
They're young, man. They're young.
Yeah,
and they're ignorant.
That's the scary part, right?
In a good way. They're ignorant in a good way. They just go out there and play. I love it.
And everybody on there, say that team, can hit. Everyone on that team can field. Everyone on that team is like fast. What I'm saying? So they had like the youth on their side. And watching them do what they did to Toronto yesterday was just like, man, this is that's our competition right there in the East. Yeah. AL Central. Who are you taking?
I want to say the Twins, but give me the Guardians. Give me the Guardians.
The
Guardians look. I think they're well coached. They got a great pitching rotation. A bunch of just tough. Like they don't have a bunch of stars, man, and that's okay. I think they got a bunch of blue collar, just like the city, and they're just gonna grind out the season. So I think I'll pick the Guardians.
I'm gonna agree with you, man. I'm taking Cleveland Guardians as well. A lot of reasons you just said. The pitching is pretty tough. It's coming along. They're gritty players, man. And it like you said, it reminds me of the city, but they're really, really gritty players. And you see, they're just gonna be that team that's gonna be scrappy all season.
Yep.
You don't see a lot of star power, but you're gonna see them win games. Scrap out wins like 5-4s or 5-3s or what I'm saying, some of those 7-6 games. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see a lot of that stuff because they know how to put together They know how to put together hits. They know how to put together situations where they can score. And yeah, so so that's what I'm taking. I'm taking the Cleveland Guardians. In the AL West, give me the Seattle Mariners. Give me the Seattle Mariners.
I like it.
I mean, you look at the AL West and you see a lot of nothing. So it's kind of like scraping through, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it's not quite laundry day. And you're like, I got to
bottom of the bottom.
I really want to go to the game, but my jersey's there. So you're looking through like a bunch of bullshit to pull out the fucking your dirty jersey to wash it. You know what I'm saying? So you can go to the game. That's what the AL is like, picking a winner in that. You know what I'm saying? So the cleanest shirt wins. And my opinion is going to be the Seattle Mariners. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I might be wrong. But if I'm talking about the AL West, for sure it won't be the Angels.
That is for sure right on.
For sure it won't be.
That is good money right there.
And maybe not even the Athletics, because the Athletics don't even know where they're gonna.
Aren't they playing in Sacramento or something?
They're playing in Sacramento. They don't know if they're gonna have Sacramento on their jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Some of them might have Las Vegas patches on it. I have no clue.
Right. Yeah.
Just what I mean? I have no clue. Who do you think is gonna win the?
Give me the Rangers, buddy. Give me the Rangers.
Okay,
let's go Rangers, man. I like what they're putting together over there. They're gonna pop a lot of people, and I think last year they put it on everybody on notice that, hey, we're gonna be here for a while. So I think they got, again, it all starts with pitching, man. If you got good pitching, if you got your rotation, you got to have 2, 3 deep at a minimum, and then you got to have good back end relief. You got to have closer and a good setup guy in order for you, because those close games, you got to be able to shut the door, man. You can't, you're going to be in for a long season. So it's a lot of,
for sure.
I think Texas is one of those teams that does a great job of kind of shutting the door on people once they get ahead of you. They're learning to win. And so, yeah, that's my pick. Like you said, it's not like a big pile to choose from. It's like, it's pretty barren. And you're like, all right, I get you. You know what I mean?
So, you walk around, you kick, you're like, okay, well, this one has some life. Well, I guess we'll take this.
I ain't worn these in weeks. I guess I'll try them on today.
I guess I'll try them on. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe they fit. Maybe they might
Texas
not.
Rangers.
Texas Rangers. All right. Who you got in the AL East? I mean, I'm sorry, the NL East.
NL East. Give me the Atlanta Braves. They are one team that could possibly challenge no, I'm just kidding. They're not going to. But anyway, they could get there to play against the Dodgers if that, I wouldn't say challenge them. But they are a solid team. They got a bunch of stars. If healthy, they could make some noise. They got a solid pitching rotation. If Acuna comes back healthy, they still got a bunch of dudes that can bop the ball all over the place, man. So it'll be exciting to see their team if they're at 100%. And like you hope the Phillies are going to be somewhere in the mix, but I doubt it. And then with the Mets, it's like you kind of hope just to see their team that they fight somewhere, but usually they kind of get hurt a lot or they just start off bad. Like something always happens with the Mets to where they just fall by the wayside and then arise as if they were a Phoenix or something. So it's wild. But yeah, give me the Braves.
Give me the Braves. All right. I am taking the Atlanta Braves as well. Nope, that's not it. I'm taking the Atlanta Braves as well. I'm kind of a sneak peek of the other one, but for the same reasons, man. Like if they are healthy, I don't think there's another team in the NL East that will be able to compete with them. The Mets, maybe. Having Juan Soto is nice, but I think he's not gonna be your whole entire identity or entire offense. Pete Alonso has been up and down. Lindor, as much as I like him, but like he's starting. He's starting to fade away.
He's on the descent.
He's on his descent. So I don't think watch it win MVP or some shit.
Right. You show it just to show you up.
He just show me up. Thank you.
He's a friend of the program. Friend of the program.
Friend of the program, yeah. But I just don't see anybody beating Atlanta for these.
Yeah.
The Central, shot in the dark.
You can throw a dart. You can throw a dart at any of the teams and say whoever. But I like the Cubs because I was a Cubs fan as a kid. So I'm always going to ride with them. But of course, you got Milwaukee, who's always around the top, and then you have Pittsburgh is up and coming. They have a great pitcher. They can find more pitching, they'd be fine. But usually they're going to be somewhere around the bottom. But Cincinnati's going to make some noise. They're going to sell some tickets, but I doubt they're going to be any good in terms of competing. So give me the Cubs.
Taking the Cubs. He says, "What are you doing? What are you doing? The Cards? Hey, yes. No. Don't know why.
Oh, shot in the dark. They are going to be terrible.
They're good. I'm pretty sure they will be.
Yep. They're going to be bad.
And Hollow Points say it's taking the Cubs.
Yeah.
Do we need to talk about the NL West?
We don't have to. I mean, everybody know if you're picking anybody other than the Dodgers, you're dumb. If you're San Diego, just prep for the wild card. You still get in. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to win. You may beat them a couple times during the season, but it's not going to be a lot of times. Like they have 4 legit start that could be an ace anywhere in the league, especially if Ohtani pitches. So
it's going to be the year the Reds. Okay.
No, it isn't. Glenn. No, you know better than that. Come on. Be better, Glenn. Be better.
Make better decisions, buddy.
It's not going to be the Reds.
That's worse than my Cardinals.
I would.
It's worse than my Cardinals pick. But all right, do you, buddy? I mean, Dela Cruz is on.
I'm just saying, is it 1990 again? This is weird. Is Chris Sable on the team? That's wild. Did he just
Barry Lockyer walking out, something like that? Something I don't know about.
No, sir.
Oh, nice try. The Reds. I don't know if they're there. You're more than welcome to come on the show and talk shit to us.
Absolutely.
At the end of the season,
say I told you so.
Yeah, you can say that.
But here, spoiler alert: you're not. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, the Dodgers, man. The Dodgers are gonna dog walk the West, dude. It's just, it's just what it is. Like I said, the Padres are gonna pull up a fight, and I never know who what I will say. This is what I'll say. The NL West is going to be one of the more exciting divisions in the league.
Yeah,
I'll say that because all the teams in there are formidable. Even the Diamondbacks.
Even the Diamondbacks
are going to surprise some people. The only team in there that's wasting time showing up is the Rockies. That's it. But what a beautiful stadium, though, right?
Yeah, awesome, man. It's pretty cool, man. I mean, the Rockies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It gives you something to do. People in Colorado to do.
Right. When you're tired of skiing or something, just go check it out in game. The beers are probably expensive.
If Dodgers don't win the West, it's a failed season.
Yes, 100%.
If the Dodgers don't win the West, there has to be a hole in the space-time continuum.
Yeah, absolutely. The books are cooked.
Something's not right. If they don't win the West, dude,
cooked.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody must have take everybody out for the season. That means Mookie's hurt.
I'm thinking someone stole the Allspark.
I was going to say they got the Infinity Gauntlet.
There's a disturbance in the force. You know what I'm saying? Like something crazy is about to happen if the Dodgers don't win the West. They got half of everybody.
Who's got the Power Stone? Somebody's got the Power Stone.
Exactly. They got the Power Stone.
Yeah.
So they're about to, it's crazy. If they don't win it, it's crazy because living out here, you hear a lot of coverage on the new guy, the new talent that the Dodgers have.
Yeah.
You hear, of course, Shohei Ohtani. People are still talking about Freddie Freeman. One person no one's talking about really has been Mookie Betts, and that dude's still the dude.
He's still a dude, man. He's still the dude.
Yeah.
And people forget he was an MVP.
Yeah.
And it's just and just because they got so much greatness on their team, you forget about him, but he's just as great. Like he's sitting at the
exactly.
grown folks table.
It's well spread around on that team, and there's a lot. Even it's like I said, there's a lot of talent.
You need that because like everybody don't have a great night every night, so that's why you get good play, a lot of good players because you're open. Hey, this may not be my night, but maybe he goes 4 for 4, or maybe you know what I mean. Just capacity, pass it along, maybe, or maybe everybody's hot at the same time, and it's a spectacle. So
okay,
it can be
speaking of getting hot, the NBA playoff push is starting to heat up.
Yes, sir.
Starting to heat up. I watched a couple games. You know what I'm saying? I've turned them on. It's like the Lakers game. That game against the Bulls was crazy. That last.
I'm out.
I'm sorry if you're a Lakers fan, you had a pacemaker. I apologize for what you watched, what you had to witness.
Yeah, you should just go to bed, man.
You have heart problems, or you have anxiety problems. That game.
Yeah. If you're any kind of emotionally attachment to the team, I'm sorry because they put you through the blender.
Yes. That was crazy. Even the other night against the Pacers.
Yeah.
The LeBron tip in. Some people were like, "Hey, he didn't." I saw a video where some guy was talking about he didn't tip it in. I was like, the ball didn't go through the hoop. You know what I'm saying? In time, like they were still, it was on 0 and the ball wasn't in the hoop. I was like, okay, you just told everybody you don't know anything about basketball.
Shout out to my brother. He says Lakers are trash. He's a hater. Don't worry about him. Yeah. He said he's on the Instagram live.
Oh,
he says Lakers are trash.
Lakers are trash.
Yeah. He tells me it all the time.
No.
Luka plays defense like he's a turnstile. Oh, there you go. Oh, the rim. There it
is. There it is. Luka plays defense like he works at Disney parks.
Yeah. He just take the left right there. It's right at the rim.
There you go. You want a basket? Here you go.
You were looking for the rim? It's right over there, dude. Section 2. Right there.
It's right there. Yeah, it's crazy. What are your thoughts on it? Like, getting into the playoffs, Lakers.
I think they'll get there. I think they'll probably be maybe a 5 or 4 or 5 seed. I'm not sure who their matchup will be. Right now, it'll be the Grizzlies. I hope it's the Grizzlies because that'll be a good intro. Because the way they are right now, they're not together, and of course, John Morant's hurt.
Yeah,
and they just fired their coach, so they got a lot of turmoil going on with that team. So going to the playoffs is the worst time to have that happen. So I think that'll be like easy picking. So if they get there, I think that'll be the opportunity. That'll be a great slot for them to be in as to play against the Grizzlies first round. Anybody else, it'll be trouble. If they play Denver first round, trouble. If they play, they probably won't play OKC, but like even if they play Houston, that'll be tough.
Oh wow!
So yeah, because
I have to watch Houston play.
Houston has speed and length, and they play defense and they can shoot. So, but it's good to have a LeBron and a Luka, but LeBron is coming off of an injury, and he's not 25. You know what I mean? And right now he's struggling to get his rhythm back offensively, while Luka is trying to get into shape and just so it's like a lot of trial and error happening. So it's as a Laker fan, you're watching it, and you're like, man, are they gonna get it together? I don't know. And then just don't even listen. If you're a Laker fan, don't watch any of the pundits talk. Don't watch any of the First Takes or any of those shows, because they're going to tell you it's either going to go really good, they're going to praise you one day when they win, or they're going to bury you if you lose. So like right after that buzzer beater by Giddey, they immediately start bringing up their schedule for the next like 5 or 6 games, and they're like, oh, they're gonna lose the next 5 games.
They have to go through.
This is a nightmare. Blah blah blah.
Oh my god! Then they had to go on the road and play the Kings. Like what? Like relax.
My brother put in there, defense is not in Luka's contract. So shout out Scooter. I appreciate that, man.
That's funny.
It's true. He's like, oh, it's right there. I swear to God, man. Yeah. He was at the 3-point line, and the dude had the ball, and he literally was like, oh, there you go, man. Sorry, I was in your way. My bad.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. My fault,
My
pal.
bad. Don't want to
My
mess.
bad,
Don't want to
fam.
crease your shoes. My bad.
There's been a lot of drama in the NBA lately between a certain superstar and a superstar. I guess you would call it an analyst
Ryder.
or writer. Yeah, he was a superstar writer. What's going on with LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith? Now, after the LeBron runs up on him, I guess to like talk to him about Bronny, his comments on Bronny and stuff like that. Yeah. I think we talked about it on the last show we did. I figured it'll be done by now. I don't know why the fuck are we talking about this still. What's going on? Okay, money.
It's you know how much money he got paid to do all these random ass interviews to talk about what he said, and then he has a podcast to talk about what he says, and then he's on First Take to talk about what he would have did and if this and if that, and not trying to talk tough when he was shaking in his boots when that 6'9" behemoth stood over him, ready to knock his block off. He was shaking, he was waving and all that. So if he would have put his hands on me, I would have. No, you wouldn't have. Shut up. No, you wouldn't have. You're a writer, dude. You're not. Who are you gonna? No. Like you even said it yourself. I would have. I know I probably would have lost, but he would have known I was there. And come on, man. We seen you punch. Everybody seen you punch. What is that? Come on. You wouldn't have beat nobody. Yeah, you don't have to be scared to get beat up, dude. Just don't talk to me tough. Don't talk tough after the fact.
Well,
like he's already gone. Like he did like Smokey on TV. Yeah. When he leave.
Yeah.
I'll be talking again. That's what it was, man. And now and you know what? Somebody said it the best. Stephen A. thinks he's a main character.
No.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
He thinks he's the main character in the story.
Anything. Yeah. He's like the dude that shows up in cameos.
Yeah. He thinks
you're not even like a recurring character.
He thinks he's the main character. So like when he goes up against LeBron and then he starts mentioning this, when you're retired, no one will remember you. Yeah, all right, buddy. Come on. Don't be
Wait, he said that?
He did.
See what I'm saying? Like
this when he's getting petty.
On, bro.
He's getting super petty. He's like, I won't even remember you. No one will remember you when you're gone. All right, dude. Yeah. Only the greatest player of this.
Oh yeah. Like the guy who has scored the most points in NBA history. Period.
Yeah, calm down.
They're gonna forget about him.
Yeah, he'll be mentioned every time someone scores points. Imagine that. You know what I mean?
Only 50,000 more points on the list. LeBron James.
Who has most finals appearances since LeBron James?
Once LeBron is gone, we're still gonna get super stats on him.
Yeah, he's gonna be on every trivia question. He's gonna be on every list. He's gonna be everywhere. So, like, for you to say now, if you're gonna say something like, "Oh, we're gonna forget he had shoes," then yes, because his shoes are terrible. Yeah. But him as a basketball player, come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Plus, his sons are gonna be in the league, so he's still gonna be there.
Yeah, they're still gonna talk about LeBron James.
Yeah. So, and he's already talking about
one of his name is LeBron James.
So, but I think Stephen A. kind of got in his feelings a little bit because LeBron came on to Pat McAfee and unloaded some clips on people. I mean, this is the first time he had some candid stuff to say about the writers, about just everybody. And I think Stephen A. kind of being who he is, he kind of has he can't just let it go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he just has to say something because somebody said something about him.
Well,
man, just let it go, brother.
When LeBron gets on these things and he goes on the Pat McAfee's and he goes on to this and he does all that. But what he don't understand is that I'm currently peeing down the side of my leg
in fear
of him. And I feel like if I could talk semi-aggressive, he will back down.
Yep.
LeBron made me boo-boo on myself. James.
I had an extra pair of shorts. Thanks a lot, bro.
I would ball him up right now, but I got on slacks. Come on. I ain't bring my gym shoes. I ain't come here for that.
And the messed up part was I was like, as a Lakers fan, I was like, I like him. But like when he get in this mode, this whole character thing he's trying to do, I can't fool with him.
Oh, yeah.
I can't fool with him. Don't tell me what you would have did when you had the chance to do something. You ain't do nothing. So don't say what you would have did if something should have happened. Like just say you said what you said and you stand on what you said. Just say, hey, we don't agree.
Kind of paraphrasing, Kendrick Lamar and the poetic euphoria. I like Stephen A. Smith when he's an analyst. I don't like him when he talk tough. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like you don't talk. You're tough. Not tough.
You're smart, man. You've been around. You know a lot of people. You got a lot of skin in the game. Like you don't gotta put your reputation on there just so you can stand up against LeBron. We get it. You don't like LeBron. He don't like you. That's cool. Everybody ain't gotta like LeBron. You probably get more kudos for that than anything because most of these writers, they love LeBron, and you're one of the ones that don't, but still kind of, you're fair. So, but now he's just super petty, and it's bad business. It's bad business. I think
it's bad business. I hope it is. I hope it is.
Me too.
So, hey, man, it's getting close to the end of the show. You know what we do at this point. We'll talk about some honorable mentions. Hollow Point, do you have an honorable mention this week?
I absolutely do, man. And my honorable mention goes to one Coach Prime Time Deion Sanders.
Okay, right on.
He got himself a big old bag from Colorado. They gave him a 5-year extension worth up to $54 million.
Wow.
So shout out to my Coach Prime as an honorable mention. He's well earned, well deserved. He got those kids not only playing hard but graduating, which is great. A lot of people ain't talking about. They're getting them college degrees up there. He's gotten them believing in themselves, and he's changing the whole culture of the football program up there in Colorado. And he has them believing. So shout out to Coach Prime and congratulations on the bag.
And that's how you do it, man. That's how you do it.
Yeah,
that's how you do it. So definitely congratulations to him, man. That's pretty dope. My honorable mention is gonna go to another coach, if you will.
Oh yeah.
I recently completed 30-year coaching career at NCAA 25.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Let's go. Let's go.
It took a lot, you know what I'm saying? It took some time. I started at that joint like as soon as the game dropped. As much as there's a lot of football to play, you know what I'm saying? Like with the game, it does seem like it's mundane, but like the thing that I found I thought was the dopest part of the aspect of going through that whole thing, recruiting.
Yeah.
Recruiting was so fun. At one point, I was like, I'm going to simulate some of these games. And if I lose, I lose. Oh, well. But I want to get to recruiting. I want to hurry up and get to recruiting. Figuring out a system, going through each recruit, picking the gems out, weeding through all the people, finding all the good talent, hoarding it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not telling anybody like, I'm not going to encourage you to transfer for what? You're going to sit on my bench.
Right.
Okay. Right. In a couple years, you get your shot. You know what I mean? So like, but that was the first time I went through it, like the whole thing. Yeah. First time I went through the whole thing. I just had fun playing that game. And it's probably just in time because the NCAA 26 will be out in 2 months.
July.
Yeah, like 2-3 months.
July or August. August, one of those months.
So that's my honorable mention, man. Completed 30-year career.
Congratulations, man. People make light of that, but if you didn't play the game, you don't know. That's tough. That's some tough stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to stick with. I'll tell you that because after about 2 or 3 seasons, I was over.
Shout out to Clips, exactly. Unicorn, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not too many people do that.
Not too many people can do it, man. I'm just saying, 1 of 1.
You got any shout outs, dog?
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who always sticks around with us, man. Shout out to my family. Shout out to just everybody who kicks it with us. So I definitely appreciate y'all for hanging out. And shout out to my Auburn Tigers, man. Just hopefully we can show up and get to this Final Four. Yeah, I said Final Four because we're going to beat the crap out of Michigan. So sorry to all my Michigan fans. Sorry, Ani.
Michigan sucks.
Michigan sucks.
Michigan sucks.
But yeah, shout out to that, my family, and shout out to Auburn, man.
All right, on. I would definitely want to shout out my family. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you viewers. Shout out to the people who checked in. Glenn, to Eric, to who was the last guy? Who was the last person? To Eclipse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody coming out to check us out.
Everybody on Instagram too. Thank y'all for showing
showing
love. We definitely appreciate it.
I've been on Instagram. Shout out to my boy Hollow Point, bro. You know what I'm saying? We know we've been inconsistent. We take some time off. We are definitely, trying to get back into the swing of things and pump out more consistent content for you guys. We really enjoy doing this shit, man. And this is why we continue to do it. It's been 5 years. I can't believe it. But we're ready. We're ready to be back, and it's going to be dope. Yeah, that's all. I think that's all I have. So, White Mike will be back eventually. Horace will be back. We will definitely have Coach Bo back, said eventually. I wanted to make sure you guys subscribe to us on YouTube and TikTok if you haven't already. We're trying to grow this platform bigger. So if you make sure if you're on YouTube, you're checking this out on YouTube. If you haven't done so already, make sure you click that subscribe button. Click that bell for the post notification, let you know when we drop our brand new content. Speaking of which, we will be switching days coming soon. We're probably going to go back to Mondays. Recording on Mondays. It's easier to have all of us on that day. So we're probably going to go back to doing that on Monday. So we're looking forward to that. I don't know if it's going to be this Monday we're going to drop or the Monday after that, but it's going to happen pretty soon. So we're going to go back to Mondays. Okay. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook as well. Make sure follow us on those platforms. Engage with us there. We will put out more content on that as well. And man, we appreciate you guys today for the support. Thank you guys for watching. I'm King Hooley. This is Hollow Point. We are Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. Appreciate you guys watching. Rest in peace, Kobe. We're out here. Peace.